Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Shining Light Podcast. Tonight's story comes from Goshen, a small city of 35,000 located at the edge of Amish country in northern Indiana. The Goshen Community School System is considered a metro school, and it serves a wide range of ethnic and socioeconomic backgrounds in its 6,100-strong student body. The city is also home to the highly influential and liberal Goshen College, with large numbers of local leaders being involved with or alumni of the school. Goshen made the news in a very unexpected way that opened the window into small-town politics and power plays. With a shocking scandal that threatens to have far-reaching implications for the community, the 2022 school board election proved to be anything but your average school board race. The crowded field found 10 candidates vying for the 4 open seats that year, with many thousands of dollars spent among them. Hit pieces and attempted hit pieces, school staff, public resources, an illegal fundraiser, investigations, and criminal charges. This election resulted in stories and intrigue so big, it's still playing out 2 years later. Sound like a story you want to hear? Well, let's jump right in and look at the facts. Back in early 2022, things really started to heat up through the actions and pressure of a number of concerned community members who were frustrated by both the content of materials in the schools and the unaccountability of what they perceived to be an opaque and disingenuous school board and administration. Community members Rob Rader and Terry and Linda Hartman, along with the conservative action group Purple for Parents, and others became loud enough in their complaints that the superintendent of the schools, Steve Hope, began discussing the issue with his board and looking ahead to the November school board elections. In one board update on May 6, 2022, Hope concluded, "Purple for Parents Indiana may be loud, but not large, and their efforts do not seem to translate to ballot box success. School board elections may be different." Just a month later, he again referred to Purple for Parents, saying that "We are all relieved that this school year is over. Between the budget issues, COVID, Purple for Parents, and our local gang violence, it has been a trying year. We are now looking forward to graduation and building better years ahead." But things didn't get easier. Community members had petitioned for the removal of several books from the school libraries due to inappropriate sexual material. This had been denied, and the committee meeting and information surrounding the decision to keep the books was kept under wraps. Terry Hartman filed an open-door law complaint concerning the committee and its findings, and in June, Hope acknowledged to the board that Indiana's public access counselor had ruled in Hartman's favor. Committee members and reports from the book review committee would be made public under Indiana's public access law. One of the revealed members on that committee would later play an outsized role in the upcoming school board election, retired English teacher Sue Neeb. In the revealed notes, present and former school teachers were found to say things like, "We had reluctant readers, and they loved this book." In discussions, they were not shocked by the book or passages about personal sexual activity at all. It was a very effective book for reluctant readers. Another said, "In class, the kids laughed about the personal sexual activity." About another book, the retired English teacher in the group stated, "I like that there is no coercion, pressure, or violence between the characters as they talk about sex." Personally, I didn't really enjoy the book. The sex scenes made me uncomfortable, but I am glad the book is available for kids to read. A pastor on the committee went so far as to say, "I am glad there's an example of safe sex, that decisions are not made when drinking, etc. I like the comparisons between unhealthy and healthy relationships." For reference, the book included teenagers drinking vodka-laced lemonade and encouraging sleeping around with multiple partners. Things like this resulted in Rader and Linda Hartman throwing their name into the hat for 2 school board seats that were up for election. A sizable group of liberal individuals were furious about this attempt to end their power and control over the board and schools, joining forces to try to make sure that these 2 and later newcomer Ryan Glick would get nowhere near the school board. And that, folks, brings us to the turning point in our story and the end of part 1. In part 2, we'll dive deeper into the run-up to the election itself, where things really heat up. Their actions going far beyond legal election activities would result in a quagmire of misuse of public resources, lies, secrets, investigations, fraud, perjury, and more. It would open a window into the power brokers and influence peddlers that for many years controlled how things went for the people of Goshen. As you can see, this story is far from over. You will not want to miss it. So tune in next time to the Shining Light Podcast.